Oh, the life of a crabby hermit. You get to throw bottles anywhere and everywhere. You can complain about pretty much anything you want to and face little judgment because no one's bloody around. And oh yeah, no one's around, so you're all alone and don't have to deal with people. Now that's the life. But how's life for the crabby hermit here? What if Pearl has more to her than meets the eye, everyone? Well, let's find out, because I'm Pearl. As yes, everyone, we ourselves can be put in the Pearl's shoes and pinch our way to happiness with the help of this mod here by Dead Bakasura. Now, I went into this believing that it would be a simple, fun, small, and gimmicky thing. However, I honestly gotta say I'm quite surprised by the potential of this guy. I genuinely enjoyed my time with the humanoid crustacean, and I hope you do too. And besides, if you don't, you could always configure it to your liking. And going through all these shocked me even more, as we have control over Pearl's own stats, even ones that we don't even bloody see, her unique crafts of course, her elemental followers, her animations even, speech, overall mechanics, and even more. While we will be keeping things at default, I can totally see how a few tweaks here and there could really make your time with her so good. So make note. But Beard, what makes her great to play now? Well, I really think it's just how much fun they had with the possibility of playing Pearl at the end of the day. Take, for example, her affinity to overheat faster than others, which by itself is not really that great of a thing. But the mod will take it a step beyond by choosing to alter Pearl's shell and changing its overall color. You know, like how many other crustaceans do when they get hot. It's a great touch that adds so much to the character overall. I also enjoyed the unique crafts too, because I wasn't really expecting them. Like the seashell here. Using Moonstone, a purple gem, and broken shells of all things, Pearl can have access to a teensy tiny portable container that offers 6 slots in total. Not only that though, it also serves as an ice box for some food to boot. Now that likely sounds a little too good to be true, but its craft balances it out I think, and besides, Ice Chester is essentially the same thing, right? So I think it's okay. But we've also got access to our very own Snurtle Shell armor craft as well, at the cost of 4 broken shells, rope, and Slurtle Slime, which I think is very neat. Perhaps bump the cost up to 6 shells to even things out, and maybe even give it a paint job, and it would be even better in my opinion. Cool stuff. But we have barely begun. So there is plenty to come, like crafts from the Book of the Seven Seas here. Pearl spawns into the constant with it, and like Maxwell and his codex, can access more crafts within it when she places it on the ground. So from elemental followers to new homes, this is where the real fun begins, everyone. But hold up, elemental followers? What do you want about, Beard? Well, the mod calls them Sentinels, actually, and we have got 3 of them to choose from. The Air, Ice, and Fire Elemental versions. And all 3 have very similar crafts, just depending on what gem fits their style, of course. And we can have any 3 at once, mind you, so make note there. Word of warning, however. At their defaults, they aren't boss killers, as they only have 600 health each and deal at most 40 damage by default. But their air elemental here will deal damage to any number of mobs around it on top of its melee, so there's that I suppose. The Ice Elemental has a chance to apply cold to mobs that can eventually lead to freezing them in place, and also ups its damage to 40 overall over the Air's 30, mind you. And finally, the Fire Elemental can potentially light enemies on fire. And yep, simple enough, I'm sure you saw that coming. But all 3 regenerate health over time actually, and all 3 can do what normal rock lobsters do, and go into a shell for big time armor, and even more health regen, so that's nice. But it's even better when we can actually get back the gems needed to summon them when they die. So, it evens out. But speaking of summoning craft, why not just call forth more fish? At the cost of Papyrus, a Surf and Turf, and Fish Sticks, the Book of the Lazy Fisherman can do just that for us, folks. At the cost of 50 additional sanity, however. It has 3 uses total, and each use will literally spawn a large number of random ocean fish all around you. I wasn't lying. So without a fishing rod in hand, you are the best fisher in this game now. I like this a lot. And so will Pearl, as her favorite food is not just one thing, everyone. It is every bloody single fish dish that can come out of a crock pot. Munch away and enjoy the bonuses on some of the best food in the game regardless. But while we're on the topic, I suppose I should point out that Pearl here can also craft and place her very own drying racks too. The ones that we can see on her island, of course. Now, while they don't appear to work any differently than normal ones, why be normal anyways when you don't have to be and can enjoy a new look on an old goodie? Do mind the different crafts though. Oh, and the same can be said and done with bee boxes, mind you, and it's only going to cost 1 additional bee at the end of the day, so you know what? I say it's worth it. Great stuff. But let us finally get around to building her house from scratch, yes? Something we don't actually do in-game. But we can create the foundation of it with cut stone and boards here. I can actually step inside for a little snooze. Sort of like a tent, of course. In fact, at stage 1 here, the house is identical to that of a tent when it comes to stat regeneration, so make note there. But stage 2 of the house will cost some more boards and rope, and will up the stat regeneration effect ever so slightly, as you can see. To continue, stage 3 costs cookie cutter shells and marble and continues the trend upwards and will now restore 4 health every second while also offering 30 uses total. And finally, stage 4's craft should look quite familiar to those who have ever completed Pearl's house in the base game and will now offer both plus 4 health and sanity every second now, all the while offering 40 uses total. Very, very nice. Enjoy it. But here are some quick final notes here. Pearl spawns with a bundle of thanks that, when opened, offers 1 of each type of shell bell immediately, which is actually kind of great for broken shell crafts with her and for any farm tending you might do. She also spawns with 4 empty bottles immediately, just in case you want to do any bottle exchanging with, well, yourself, I guess. She can also craft her own plugged fissures with moonstone, rope, and broken shells, but they are solely for decorative purposes at the end of the day, mind you. She also has her dance as her idle animation, which is honestly better than most others in this game, I have to say. And lastly, she does have a ghost, so there you go. And man, here I was thinking this mod would be quick and easy. But no, it's actually a whole bloody character mod, folks, and it's a pretty good one at that. Stats and all, mind you, as yes everyone, I bamboozled ya. I put the stats at the end of the video for the first time ever, so crab about it. And there you have it, folks, the Crabby Hermit character mod for Don't Starve Together here. Now, she might be crabby at first, but under that shell is apparently a crustacean as crazy as they come. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Beware coming to a boil yourself, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.